Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, next up, I believe that's me. Light up the mic for the symphony. Nah, that's something y'all don't know nothing about. But anyway, next up for pound for pound, best fighter on the planet, Terrence Bud Crawford, could possibly be a showdown with former Triple G foe, former Errol Spence foe, none other than Special K, Mr. Chocolate Brownie, whatever the hell that means, Brook. That could be Bud's possible next opponent. Location looked like it may be Madison Square Garden again. Bud has uh, drawn some nice crowds fighting at Madison Square Garden, so that could possibly be next up for Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, keep in mind, this fight was supposed to be in the works for sometime last year in 2019, but Bob Arum said that Kell Brook priced himself out. So basically, they couldn't make this fight, but now it appears that, the numbers may be right for Kell Brook's asking price, and they may be able to make this fight happen. Now, me, myself, I got to be honest with you. At the end of the day, I'm not very fond of this fight, but here's the thing. You have people that just, for whatever reason, they can't stand Bud Crawford for whatever reason, and they will do whatever it takes to discredit him, But this is a fight that people accused him of ducking. So if Bud Crawford takes this fight and he destroys Kell Brook and stops him, I guarantee you there are going to be people that's going to make excuses no matter what. The same people that called for this fight, that accused Bud abducting Kell Brook, which he wasn't, are going to try to discredit him. And I know that's going to happen because at the end of the day, you have people that's just going to discredit somebody no matter what. At the end of the day, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really fond of this fight because, like I said before, this fight does nothing for Bud's career or his resume. At the end of the day, you have fanboys of certain fighters. They'll try to say, well, this dude is the A side and he the B side and he should get this and he should get that. They want to play promoter instead of playing their role as boxing fan. And at the end of the day, they hollering about, you know, this dude don't deserve a fight and all this type of shit when I think that's total bullshit. Um, Bud has a belt. His rival, Errol Spence, has a belt. Instead of us once again trying to push for this fight to get made, you got people trying to play promoter and hollering about somebody need to get their weight up and all that type of shit, which is complete garbage. And that's just the bottom line. It really is. You know, at the end of the day, Bud Crawford could get his weight up by fighting Errol Spence. It's a fight that should happen. It's a unification bout. But at the end of the day, you're going to have people that's just going to throw out bullshit because, like I say, they fanboys certain fighters. They don't want to see certain fights. They fanboys of certain fighters. And that's all it come down to. I don't want to hear nothing if Bud wins this fight. I don't want to hear no excuse if he blows Kell Brook out. I don't want to hear nothing because this is the fight that you accuse Bud of ducking. So if Bud takes this fight and he destroys Kell Brook, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no excuses. Give the man his props and move on. And that's just the bottom line. But we'll see. At the end of the day, fights can be made. It ain't that, it ain't that many hurdles that present fights from being made. It just come down to a lot of times the fighter themselves and, the management team. Because like I said, it can be done. Any fight really can get made, if the numbers are right. And a lot of times the numbers have been right. Sometimes it come down to the fighters. You have fighters that say one thing and then it's totally forgotten when a certain fighter contradicts themselves. But if another fighter seems to have contradicted themselves, then here everybody and their mama come making videos. At the end of the day, not only with boxers, you got YouTubers that's inconsistent. So if this fight get made, like I said, I don't want to hear any excuses from nobody. Don't come on my channel hollering about somebody was a leftover and all that type of bullshit. Do not bring that shit here. You know, if Bud win this fight, I don't want to hear nothing. Straight up. No excuses. It's your boy Town Biz. I'm out.